from the river, from behind. From the north comes the Phoenix, the Timber just baiting, and Alliance are about to be caught totally unawares. There's the jump in, EGM, eat the Sunray, meet the Centaur, and easy first blood. Navi, as always, Navi love the Phoenixes. They could just do so much to zone out these 1v1 matchups.
Navi's just moving everyone around Snako to the mid lane, and we see Ditya Ra move down to the bottom lane.
Shackle mid, there's the swoop forward, Icarus dive, and then they're going to chase this one a bit. The Sunray comes out, round 2. S4, will he dodge the power shot? He can't! Dendi pierces his armor and shuts him down. Snako, just about the Slardar here. I guess they're going to try to do it with just aggression. They run onto EGM looking for the crush. He's going to hold it. He recalculates, then he lets it fly. They get off the follow-up stomp and the Hadouken art style. Very good micro here, but he might end up going down anyway to the nukes of EGM. That twin head is awful tanky. General finding that secondary stun, and meanwhile in the mid lane, Dendi's also gone down. Alliance firing back, make it 2. But EGM probably the easier target. Let's see who they go on. It is Loda. Stop. Oh, he just barely dodges it. So they're going to go back for the easier lower hanging fruit of the kill. But Artstyle kinds of finds himself surrounded by his own creeps, and Loda just runs back in on him. General's trapped down in the trees. Not exactly the smoothest gank from Navi, but they do end up getting the twin head in the end. Some additional me now, the Slardar looking towards the top rune. They want to fight this out. The Shackle comes through from the low ground. The follow-ups there from Snako with the balanced Ray and S4. He tries to make it out. He's so low, but not good enough. The Firebird wins again. And then you look towards the mid game, can have a lot of impact, and again it's on the top. The bubble gets dropped, but EGM shackled outside of it, can't follow it up with any sort of damage. He could be in danger here. Artstyle turning back towards him. The fire, the Hadouken onto EGM. They continue to ramp up the damage. Back up, not in sight. Loda again throws EGM to the horde of Navi. Who
can't push versus the Slardar, and you can't defend any of these ganks that Navi are pushing around the map.
Ditya Ra, perhaps a bit too bold here. He comes in, he tries for the tower deny. That won't happen. But again, it's Snako. Back to the party. He's got an egg already. Only 9 minutes in. He'll drop it. Shackle. Oh, a bit off the mark. Could have been a huge setup on 2 heroes. Still Navi are chasing. They really hunt for these kills. They dive deep on Ake. They want that Skywrath Mage. They get him too. And Snako healing Ditya Ra. All the while, however, he will fall as the trade. A 1-for-1. Bit unpolished there, a bit sloppy, but Navi will retreat fairly safely, so it's a tip.
Bulldog has committed for a hit of minus.
Bulldog, he's definitely not afraid to take this late, even if he is a brood. He's shown that hero can scale quite well, but EGM, he's a punching bag at this point. Another death for him, just gets pummeled time after time by Navi, but he is drawing 3-4 TPs or rotations every time. Double smoke, both teams moving in. Alliance on the low ground. Navi have the high ground positioning. They don't have the blink yet on the Slardar though. He's about 600 gold short or so, and it's S4 who ends up ambushing Snako at long last. The Phoenix dies at the start of a fight. That is a whole lot sweeter. Loda being chain stunned, completely controlled for now by Artstyle. He does get the time walk out, but he's running for dear life. He has a chrono, doesn't want to waste it defensively. He will be able to disengage. A close call there, but all the while Bulldog, well, he will just time walk and retreat. But Alliance feeling very confident as that rune is about to spawn. S4 down in the river. That Shackle doesn't end up connecting. Looked like it might, but Dendi couldn't quite find the angle. Still, they burn S4 down. Power shot. He did have a bit of extra regen there. Pops the stick, pops the bottle. Now they want to turn. Snako overextending again. That's twice now he's gotten punished. And meanwhile, Chen also roasting as EGM massacres the creep army. Navi firmly on the back foot after this last sequence of events. They might lose a third hero. Artstyle will end up dropping to the rotation of Ake. That's a 3-for-0 exchange. Alliance are having none of it. And now he's fairly low. Bulldog's going to send the army in, see what's going on. They find a Roche at half HP. Do they just try to take it right away? Navi, General's going to jump. He gets the initiation off on Ake. This is the Blink Dagger debut. It nets them an Ake kill. Does Loda want to counterplay? Shackle coming through, won't connect on EGM. Where's that chrono? It's a pretty good one, but the egg's on top of it. So Alliance don't want to walk in. This is going to completely waste the chronosphere. Navi now, Roche at half HP. Bulldog being forced back a bit. They get the F damage on him. A Bulldog kill would be huge. They crush him. They latch onto him. Can they focus him down? Chasing a bit further. He gets off one auto attack. EGM now finds himself on an island as his Bulldog again retreating. Dendi just fishing, looking for the follow-up action here. Navi finding their customary aggression, waving with an awful lady. Says there's the tackle from Dendi, and they find the S4 kill. Make it 11-7. They're not done just yet. On to Loda they go. Sunray coming through as the time walk does get it off, but they can potentially still chase this. He's still in range for a bit of additional damage. Trying, good job there with the time dilation, but still the Blink Crush comes out. General will get another kill for the team. 12-7 now the score. S4 Alliance here away, but Dendi, he's hasted, racing after Loda, thinking about a chrono. He hesitates, fishing for the angle. Dendi, he doesn't get it. No latch for you, sir, but instead they might get EGM. He's on the run once more. The star-crossed Jakiro drops, but hey, I guess at this point, it's probably
with this sort of initiation.
Oh, my babies!
Like
Bulldog, take better care of your...
Blink stun from Slardar or like a Blink Shackle from Wind Ranger is mass force staffs, but they don't have any
There's
farm.
the Blink, the jump onto S4, there's no save, there's no counterplay. Your tanky mid lane Dragon Knight just
jumped on by General. He went for a Shadow Blade and going back in for round 2.
Round 2, fight. This one's a shackle. Dendi still got the DD, just chunks him down, pops the BKB, and the ultimate belt. Wind Run says, you can't lifesteal for me. And Dendi gets the last laugh. And deep on the bottom lane, he pings out S4 immediately. This could be awkward timing for Navi though, because the whole Alliance horde is coming in. They think about a retreat now. Seneko, a casual swoop through, and then a quick jump back, even popping the tactical smoke on the retreat. But Bulldog, dude, that Brood racing after him. Not going to commit fully. Dendi now activating the regen rune. Navi creeps on the back of that Chenags, and they will commence a bit of a siege here. We'll see how aggressively they want to push their advantage now. And again, a deep flank coming in. It's from the Slardar, from behind Alliance. It might be a triple crush if they're not careful. Will General get the jump? Doesn't look like it. The Chrono comes out first, isolates Yara. The egg gets focused down. Alliance executing much better this time. General a bit late to the party there, not able to help his team. And Yara on his own, but Dendi still finding counter kills. They brought down the Void. Bulldog has to turn tail and run as the BKB has ended. Dendi continues to lay into him. Will blink out. A 2-for-1 there, but EGM, oh, again and again. This poor Jakiro. Left of the Chen creeps is being saved a bit by the team. He may actually live through a fight. Hooah for EGM, he makes it out. Artstyle now trying to retreat the creep army out, it looks like, and send home some teammates. He will get Dendi out of there safely. Now he finds himself on an island, gets slowed down, nuked down, and brought down. That is not the ideal fight for Navi. They give up 3 kills.
He tanked everything in that fight. He has a hood, he popped it right before the Mystic Flare came out.
Ake, the quick draw on General. He's just pressing.
Something as simple as a Dragon Tail.
All right, Alliance, they know this rush is happening. They've got a couple of Spiderites in the pit, but they're too late. And General does see Loda, gets the crush, finds the amp. Dendi's there as well with the shackle. Navi quick the strike. They draw first blood of this engagement, and now they move back towards Ake, but Seneko very low. He gets nuked up, healed by Artstyle. Ake gonna fall too. They keep Seneko in fighting shape. In General, this is what I'm talking about with Navi. They hunt for the backliners. They want those extra kills. They're on a power play. There's the shackle and the crush combo. S4 just completely controlled by Artstyle. Now will end up going down, and General hunting for the 4th kill. EGM all the way back to the base, but there's no split push, there's no flank, there's only slight creep pressure top. There's nothing to draw Navi back for at least a couple of minutes until this Aegis expires.
Their damage is really slow without focus fire.
And Dendi does not want to waste it on the tower without the eggs, so he just pokes. He gets caught again by an Ice Path, again the Breathe Fire. Again, the dragon battle rages, but one man's a man, and one the other's a dragon. Loaded there, does get the good chrono though, off on Yara. He'll go down quickly, and gets dropped into the middle of Alliance. Can they burst it? They will. Alliance holding the high ground, turning on the Navi. General down, Artstyle as well. They spring the trap. They only got a one-man chrono, but that was all they needed.
Oh, that egg is real from Max Stacks.
Oh, this could be huge. It's going to be a very quick Roshan respawn, and Slardar ends up getting caught out. General, oh boy, gem down. S4 pops a celebratory. This is where the egg can be devastating, even if you have BKBs, if they can't get to it. Gem just marking Alliance's territory here down in the pit, letting Navi know that this area is under their control, but Seneko is zoning them back with the Fire Spirits. They're buying time for the Slardar respawn as they barely clip Artstyle here. They commit onto him. Loda spending a lot of time working on a very tanky support gen, but Dendi's the real grab, and that's the one that S4 catches out. BKBs aplenty have been popped by Alliance, but it's gotten them 2 critical kills around the pit, and they come back in. No buyback on Dendi. They won't have their prized Wind Ranger, but who needs her when you've got Sunray? General onto Ake, does get off the crush, but Seneko, the bigger prize, brought down by the chain stun of Loda together with S4. They work on Yara. He is getting some stacks out. He chains, but he ends up just getting set back, and he chains back into the fight. Yara all over the place with this one. But Alliance, more importantly, they're hitting Roche, and Roche early, a very early pop on the glyph there. Alliance, having seen that, will stick around. Nobody from Navi back. The whole team in the base. No split push, no counterplay, just a head-on fight brewing. Will they get that Miracle Shackle? Will the Chrono be off the mark? Navi praying for a Lotosphere.
General has a really tough time jumping.
And there's the Shackle. It's a long-range one. It's the Catapult that works against Loda and quickly drops the egg. Loda pops his BKB. They just beat it down. Then the follow-up Chrono. It's the right kind of Lotosphere for Alliance. The one that might end Navi's hopes in game number 1. General, very low. He does Shadow Blade out. S4's been caught. The secondary Shackle work is magic, but they get on to Dendy. He's been sent home by Artstyle. The nuke, the Ice Path isn't enough. I think he makes it out of this one, Ben. They haven't gotten the racks. They end up being forced back just with the cover of it, heading straight, beelining really towards Alliance. It's Loda in the trees. Do they get a good crush? He's the gem carrier. They jump Loda. Dendy's ready as well. The BKB coming through. Loda just melting. Dendy might kill him off the bat. He does end up getting off the Chrono onto General, and they will possibly lose Dendy. And Loda survives through it all. Just walks away. Cool guys don't look back at explosions, and Loda looks very cool right now. 4 drop. Navi
in the base defense, and again Ake casting on Loda so that he can pop his BKB, time walk some of the damage off, and get that big Chronosphere to win them the team fight.
Oh, the living legend coming back to life here in a critical moment. 23-20, they begin their siege. They're down 3 heroes on the side of Navi, and Dityara basically sacrificing his own life just to stall. It does allow Dendy to get a crucial kill, and S4 Alliance have abandoned their brother. And they will suicide the Timbersaw, so no gold, but now Dendy, he's out too far. That's a dieback on the Dendymon, and Alliance, this might just be it. They've got 100 seconds to go without the Wind Ranger. Exposed racks, mid and bottom, could easily be 2 lanes, possibly Megas. Maybe they even try to throne it, or maybe they just run away. It might not be a Wind Ranger, but the rest of the Navi squad is back. Fully 6-slotted Brood Mama onto General, just a couple of pokes. The Spider spreads her legs, and the Bulldog Broodmother continues to rack up kills to have a huge impact in the late game. Doing it again here in game 1. Alliance close in. The Swedes, they're almost there. They just need 1 or 2 more kills, or at least for Navi not to come and defend. Dityara decides to. That may cost him. BKB's out. Dityara down. That's all 3 cores dead, and Alliance have all but sealed it. Navi have nothing but underfarm supports to defend the base. They'll rotate to top. They want the Megas. Slow and steady. Alliance just outlasting Navi in these critical engagements. Bit by bit, inch by inch, they zero in. A very feudal egg comes out, marking where the Navi base once stood. But the Hordes have reassembled, and they are looking for this final lane of Rex. No split push, no hope in sight. Alliance may lay down. Ranged is all that remains, and there's the GG. Alliance, they start to put the crown back on here in game 1. They're out to a 1-0 lead.
Man, if you look at Chen's net worth at the end of the game, he had 15,000, whereas he was maybe like 6,000 above the Slaughter. Just not enough farm on Slaughter, not enough farm on Dityara, and I must say, I favor Navi a lot more when they have Dityara on a farming core, like Faceless Void.